Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the RTP Wrestle Chat podcast. This is episode 8. So glad to have you guys back with us for another episode as we drink some beer and talk some wrestling. My name is Eclectic Nerd, aka Joe, and with me, my good friend, as always, whislerj. What's up, Whis?
How you doing? I got my good brother's shirt repping right here.
I got, I got,
Um,
I got an Oscar shirt, which I gotta say I got from the WWE store, and this is the loudest shirt that I've ever bought. Like it makes this vinyl makes so much noise. It's freaking ridiculous. Like you could hear me coming from like a mile away. But so glad to be back here and to start talking some wrestling, man. How was your week?
well, one thing, um, I wanted to say, we got beers. I got my regular England, and I got a Stone Fear Movie Lions Hazy Double IPA. Never had it. Excited to try it. It's 8.5% alcohol. And what are you drinking?
I'm drinking my usual Trogs Perpetual, but Stone IPA is pretty good. I have had it before. I haven't had that specific one, but yeah,
It's a bit strong. Um, Another thing, make sure to check out our Discord. Link will be in the description. You can check out all the news you can think of, everything. You got gaming news in there as well as find out some new gaming news that Nerd came across. Pretty sure probably some people already know about it. Don't worry, you won't have the clickbait picture this time. So, one thing I did want to say that's not really wrestling related or that I wrote. I want to keep my grandmother in my prayers right now. Her kidneys are failing. She's um she's in the nursing home right now. So hopefully she gets better soon.
definitely,
I
definitely.
wanted to make sure to say that.
Love you, Grandma Whis.
Yeah. Hopefully you beat it like you beat everything else.
You know it. Just like she beat
Oh.
us into shape.
Yeah. So
So
cheers.
yeah, cheers. Stone cold on it. No, actually, that'll be a mess.
Fortunately, I can't see your videos. I won't be able to see it until after the show.
All right, so again, thanks for having you guys here. Please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you hit that subscribe button, go ahead and give a snake to that ring button so you get all the uploads that we do. So let's get on with some wrestling news,
Some nerd news.
nerd news.
And let's get to that nerd news. It's not really wrestling news when it's nerd news. It is.
All right. Yeah, so I got a couple things that I just wanted to talk about. First off, the one being
That's what it is.
fake news. Excellent. Pat McAfee calling WWE professional wrestling, which is a bad word. The fact that they didn't, I mean, the fact that they let him do that online, I mean, like on a live show, is pretty ridiculous. But I think it's in response to Jericho mocking the WWE and calling himself a sports entertainer.
Well, Jericho trademarked that.
A sports entertainer, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so a couple jabs being thrown back and forth. Love to see companies, doing jabs at each other. WrestleMania weekends coming up, and WWE is teaming up with NextBrite. So in the Dallas Fort Worth area, through DoorDash, Grubhub, and Uber Eats, they will be selling Smackadillas. So if you live in that area and you want a quesadilla, they look pretty good. It looked like the one that had like mozzarella sticks in it. The
I
other
guess
one had a whole bunch of vegetables. That's definitely not me. I'll do the mozzarella stick route. But
I guess I'm gonna be making a trip down to Texas so I can do some DoorDash for WWE.
you're gonna DoorDash all the way down to Texas.
Watch out, go and make $10. I'll come back with $10.
You won't get tipped. Ashley, you'll be lucky if you don't get fired. You know how the WWE is.
Oh yeah, I'll be featuring David. No more DoorDash.
All right, so
How do you-
I want to talk about something that I was very excited about, and that was Stone Cold's return to Raw. What? Yeah, it's Stone Cold. He showed up in Raw. And, like the crowd popped. It was great. You know, everything was awesome.
Yeah, it was Stone Cold KO Mania.
All right.
That was Kevin Owens. Yeah, Kevin Owens. He did pretty good impression though. I ain't gonna lie.
It was really cool. You know, it was a great homage. You know, because KO definitely respects Stone Cold. You know, at the end of the day, you know.
Yeah, the
So
impression he did, I was impressed. I was very impressed.
yeah. So I know you're excited about this because you've been talking about this nonstop since we started this show, and that is Veer. You know, he's still coming. He's still coming, but this time we have
Keep it PG.
but this time we have a definitive date. So he's supposed to actually make his debut on April 4th. Um, I was joking around with Wiz that it really like it should be like April 1st, like April Fool's Day, and then on that day it just be like we're still coming, like something like that. I think it'd be a good gag. I mean they've been fair about it, you know, poking jabs at themselves this whole time. So
Dang, you're talking about coming in gags. Damn, man.
Olympic
Um,
gold medaler Gabe Stevenson spoiled his WrestleMania debut on Twitter and quickly deletes it. So um, Gable Stevenson is pretty much the new Kurt Angle. He's an amazing Olympian. He's a two-time gold medaler. Can't wait to see him. So Biggie,
honestly, not that excited about it.
yeah. I mean,
He was supposed to debut a year ago when they drafted him in the Raw.
yeah. I mean, I'm always excited to see somebody that's like an actual like technical wrestler.
You
And
know how exciting he's gonna be? He's gonna be as exciting as what was his name? Jason Jordan.
uh, oh, but then again, that's I mean, that's definitely not Jason Jordan's fault at all.
Yeah.
So Biggie releases a video on Twitter. Even though he's got a broken neck, he's still in very high spirits, and he's very excited to make a full recovery. It's expected that he's going to make a full recovery. It's going to take time, but he will make a full recovery eventually. You know, with an injury that could have been so bad, you know, those the breaks that he got in his neck could have been, you know, death of paralysis. So the fact that he's walking away and he's going to be good as new, which is great, because he's definitely a talent that I don't want to lose in the WWE. He's definitely very talented, and he's
Yeah, I
go ahead.
hope he comes back, and I hope he gives you a seat.
Oh yeah, definitely. So Jeff Hardy did an interview that he really wants to bring back Willow for AEW, and I know that Wiss was a very big fan of the Willow character. What are your thoughts on that?
I'd be if he comes out the Willow, I'd be very excited. I know he was supposed to bring it back in WWE, and that was before he was supposed to be the guy for MSK. Um, so hopefully, they let him do it. But it makes me wonder because they do have a female wrestler named Willow. So it would make me wonder how they're going to have them both called Willow.
Hmm.
But it'd be definitely interesting. I look forward to it, and I hope that I hope they don't screw it up like TNA did,
Yeah,
because it's definitely a great character, and yeah,
Jeff J-
definitely.
Jeff is one of those people. He's a very creative type person, and like if I was doing booking, he would definitely be one. I'd be like, look, you do you. You're a creative guy, and what he comes up with is freaking awesome. So
Yeah, him and Matt.
yeah, yeah, definitely. Jeff more over than Matt, I think.
Oh yeah, for sure. Matt knows that too. Like, what Matt accepts it. Like he already made it known that he knows that Jeff's more over.
Yeah,
You remember that storyline in WWE?
yeah, yeah.
He broadcasted it.
So with WrestleMania coming around, um, one thing that's lacking on the card for WrestleMania two nights is the women's match. And Asuka and Alexa Bliss, they're still in creative limbo. Um, I just really feel like we really need more female cards, and I don't know why so many females are not being used right now.
WWE don't know how to utilize anybody unless your name's Roman Reigns.
I mean, you don't need to do anything with Asuka. You don't need to do anything with Alexa Bliss. Their characters are perfect. You just got to pit them against somebody that in a good story, and like it don't fall on the wrestlers. It falls on the creative team. They just I don't
I'll
know.
tell you
I
what.
don't. I don't know how they're getting like. I don't know how they're getting a paycheck. Honestly, I mean, I couldn't walk into my job and just slack ass every day.
I'll tell you what. There's a couple matches here I would love to see. Alexa Bliss versus Liv Morgan. One of them. Oscar versus what's her name? The that one lady that came on SmackDown. It was the hero or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? The girl that has the lightning come out.
Oh, um,
I forget her name.
yeah, I don't know.
Well, the Empress. No, whatever. Anyway, Oscar against her and Alexa Bliss, and then another Bliss and Liv Morgan against Oscar and her, whatever her name is. I feel bad. I don't remember her name.
Yeah, I'm coming across the blank too.
Yeah, I mean, I used to watch her all the time, like when she was in NXT, and then they completely changed her gimmick and barely use her. Like barely, they had her debut and they barely even used her. But she's a great talent. It's awesome to see her and Oscar mix it up.
Yeah, definitely. So on to some Scott Hall news. DDP said that when he found Scott Hall, he's been just unfortunately just laying there, unable to get to a phone for days before he was found. Um, that's horrible. That's like one of my greatest fears is like just to get sick or like fall like I had the Guillain-Barré and stuff. Like if I fell down the stairs and like nobody was to find me for days, like that's crazy. That scares the living shit out of me.
Yeah, they were also supposed to have a segment with the NWO at WrestleMania this year.
Yeah. Ricardo Rodriguez checks himself back into rehab. You guys might know him as Alberto Del Rio's personal ring announcer. He'd be the guy that used to come out for Alberto Del Rio in WWE and do the personal ring announcer because Michael Cole can never do the R's or whatever the thing was that Alberto Del Rio always got mad about. But now he works as the AEW Spanish ring announcer. So he took a little time. Hopefully, he gets himself straight um, and gets back there. I never really liked the guy's thing, but whatever.
I
That's me.
remember seeing something with him on it on TikTok. He was at a autograph signing. Nobody wanted his autograph, and he looked jealous of whoever was next to him. I forget who was next to him, but he's just looking over like,
He's just over there giving the just giving the evil eyes that the Victor does to Ted DiBiase at every
yeah.
signing. He's
That's
like,
that's why that
why does
that's
nobody
why
want
he
my
relapsed.
autograph?
That's why he relapsed. It's on your fault.
Because nobody wanted his autograph. That's it. So David Otunga, which I'm going to give this guy props. All right, David Otunga is selling his ex-wife's engagement ring after a custody dispute. Good for you, dude. Good for you. And with some of the proceeds, which even better for you, dude, is going to fathers' rights organizations. I have baby mama. I deal with this nonsense, and men do not have rights at all. So good for David Otunga, taking that. Oh, you want this? And that was a nice ring. That was a real nice ring. You want this nice, expensive ring? Fuck you. So a guy walks into a comedy show, challenges Mike Tyson to a fight. Mike Tyson just laughs the guy off, and the dude sits there and pulls a gun on Mike Tyson in the comedy show. And everything, like no shots were fired or anything like that. It wound up being diffused, and the guy came back and apologized and asked Mike Tyson not to call the cops, and Mike Tyson went ahead and gave him a big old hug, which is surprising. I don't think I'd ever pull a gun on Mike Tyson. Get my fucking nights done. My nights would be done forever. So that's my news. What do you got for news, man?
You don't want to talk about XPW?
Yeah, I will. So Wiz let me know the XPW was doing weekly shows now. Now XPW used to be awesome back in the day. It was ECW 2.0. Well, in ECW 2.0 that was good. All the other ECW 2.0s weren't very good. But Wiz said he watched the show and it was a rerun. So I definitely want to check it out. I was a big fan, and it's on Fight, so I'm definitely gonna check it out. Hopefully it's the same as just before, and still extreme as it was, because it was hardcore back in the day.
I believe it's every Wednesday. I'm hoping, like it said, it was week 3. I'm hoping next week it's actually something worth reporting. So,
Yeah.
all right, time for my news, the real news. All right, so Cody Rhodes has officially signed with WWE, according to multiple sources, and Chris Jericho confirmed it too in an interview, supposedly. So I guess we're going to be getting Stardust as our next WWE Supercard event. For
I'm down. I miss Stardust. I thought Stardust was a great character. And you know what? Hopefully Dustin comes back too, so we can get Goldust and Stardust back together, tag team, and that was the shit back in the day. I loved it. I can't wait to see it again.
Dustin already stated he's not leaving AEW. So.
And if you weren't sure,
stated that.
I just gotta say, if you weren't sure, I was totally being sarcastic.
I don't know, man. I can't see you, so. And Brandy Rhodes. This is something I didn't write down, but Brandy Rhodes is supposedly signing a TV deal for her cooking show.
Yeah, she's getting her own reality show.
Yeah, Shot of Brandy. That's what it's called, right? She got the rights to it, and it's just a YouTube show for AEW, and now she's going to be doing an actual TV show. So that's exciting for all you cooking fans.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah.
Um,
And you know I love Randy Rhodes too. I mean,
yeah, you ain't gonna be watching the cooking. You're gonna want a shot of that Rhodes for sure.
take a shot of her bathwater. No, let me stop.
Oh man. On that note, good night, everybody. All right. So on to the next. Yeah. Uh, I gotta get my train of thought back. Hang on.
Claudio Castagnoli. Or I
Yeah.
can't even say that.
Claudio Castagnoli. Claudio Castagnoli. How do you say it? Known as Cesaro in WWE has filed to trademark a similar name, I guess.
Hmm.
Cesaro, but it's not spelled the way it was in WWE. It's spelled CSRO. So I guess you could still call him Cesaro in a way, or Cesaro. I don't
Right.
know, but that should say he's probably coming to AEW or something
Right.
sometime soon.
And
Because
then
every time somebody files for their names, AEW must be.
right, I've also noted like noticed like an influx of a lot of people that are doing trademarks now. They want to be able to
Yeah,
use their character in like video games and stuff like that, which is something that I'll be talking about a little later on. Um, about why a wrestler is gonna want their likeness or their name or whatever to themselves, so they could go off and do other stuff.
yeah. I had WWE 2K. You're gonna get sued because that guy got the rights to his name. William Regal. All right, so next, it's not really wrestling news, but it's news of a wrestler. Alberto Del Rio, as you know, he got all the charges dropped that were filed against him. They overdropped. Well, he may be joining the UFC Spanish announce team. Know if you're excited about that. I'm not really too excited. Uh, I
I
wasn't that big of a fan of him, honestly.
Nah, I was never a fan of Del Rio.
I was jealous of him when he was with Paige, but you know, that's about it.
I mean, I'm more jealous of Xavier Woods than I am of Alberto.
Oh man. Well, obviously she wasn't satisfied fully from that. Anyway, um,
Tony Khan.
moving on. Anyway, moving on from that. Yeah, Tony Khan plans to bring back Ring of Honor weekly television after the next Ring of Honor pay per view, Supercard of Honor. Uh, then we got AEW is now partnering with Japanese pro wrestling promotion DDT Pro Wrestling, which you could thank Kenny Omega for making that partnership happen.
Hmm.
So we'll be seeing, wrestlers from DDT Pro Wrestling on AEW television sometime soon, or Ring of Honor television. So Hernandez is now done with Impact Wrestling. I'm not shocked there. Honestly, they weren't utilizing him that good when he came back. I don't know if you paid attention to what happened with him when he came back, but he was basically a joke in the company. And Hernandez is a big ass motherfucker.
Yeah.
And sorry for the language, but I do have a parental advisory on top. All right. So this one is very interesting. Jonathan Gresham, we all know from last week's show that I said he signed to Tony Khan, one of his companies. So he has won the Progress World Championship. What does that mean for the episode of Progress with him in it when they aired on Peacock? Though, since he signed to one of Tony Khan's companies, will they edit out the match like they did when I believe it was Max Caster wrestled for him?
Hmm.
Yeah. So will they edit it out, or are they going to keep it? Because how can you edit out your title match? Like, and now that he's a champion, how you gonna? I'm interested in seeing that. I really am.
Yeah, yeah. How they're gonna approach that situation? are they even going to acknowledge it at all? Or I mean, they'll come up with something stupid. You just got to see what
Yeah,
it is.
I can't wait. I'm actually about to tune in to Progress again because that's pretty exciting knowing that he signed to Tony Khan. This one, uh, you know, definitely gonna be something for the Scott Hall fans. I deleted all of it. Well, anyway, so there has been an official Scott Hall tribute T-shirt made available on ProWrestlingTees.com. You can get them for $24.99. I saw them on eBay for like $40, so people are trying to take advantage of that. The merchandise is owned by Scott Hall, and all the proceeds from the sales will go to his children. I will be buying one personally.
Yeah, yeah. I'll most likely pick one up. I'm trying to save $450 so I could buy that vintage Mick Foley fake wrestler T-shirt. So once I
Man,
get that, once I get the $500 for that, I'll be buying the Scott Hall tribute T-shirt.
hey guys, we have a we got a charity here. Go ahead and donate to Eclectic Nerds Fund for the Mick Foley T-shirt. I can't believe somebody's selling that for $450.
I mean, that is a very rare T-shirt. I've only seen that T-shirt maybe 2 times. This is probably the 3rd time in my life I've ever seen that T-shirt.
Probably the same one.
Quite possibly. Quite possibly. The
I
same
can't-
guy that used to go to the ECW shows back in the day, still wearing the same T-shirt.
I can't believe I saw that. Like I'm sitting there looking, and then I saw people use like with the Scott Hall T-shirt, something sell for $40. Like that right there, that's wrong. You shouldn't. You
No.
shouldn't be selling. You shouldn't be trying to make a profit off of.
No, you don't profit off of somebody's death.
Yeah.
That's quite possibly one of the most dirtbag things you could possibly do.
Yeah, but then again, look at the world we live in.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's hear about the NXT Stand and Deliver lineup.
All right, so April 3rd at 1 p.m. We got the
Eastern
we got
time.
what?
Eastern time. Don't forget Eastern time.
Oh, I'm sorry, Eastern time. All right, so we got the NXT Stand and Deliver match card. That's going to be live on Peacock, like I said, April 3rd, 1 p.m. So we got Carmelo Hayes starting out defending the NXT North American Championship in a fatal 5-way ladder match against Santos Escobar, Solo Sikoa, Grayson Waller, Cameron Grimes, or A-Kid, or Roderick Strong, to be determined. Then we got Tommaso Ciampa. Tommaso. How do you say it? Campia? Ciampa.
Man, where's that sound? Where's that soundboard?
Oh, every time I butcher somebody's name. All right. We got
That'll work.
we got Tommaso Ciampa. Whatever. Going against
Tag team partner.
going against Tony D'Angelo. And we got Mandy Rose defending the NXT Women's Championship against Cora Jade, Io Shirai, and Kaylee Ray. After that, we got Imperium defending the NXT Tag Team Championship against the Crean Brothers and MSK. We got Dolph Ziggler defending the NXT Championship against Braun Breaker. And last, we got LA Knight versus Gunther.
I just want to say one thing. Book it, Vince. Tommaso Ciampa versus Eclectic Nerd for him butchering them. But yeah, I'm excited. Basically, not for anything on that card. I'm excited for LA Knight versus Gunther.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the only thing I see on there
Uh,
now. I mean,
Cora
the
Jade.
ladder match will be good, but
Yeah, I think the NXT Women's Championship is going to be good too. Cora Jade is definitely somebody who's an up and comer in my books. Io Shirai, she should have been main event material in my book a while ago.
I think they tried to put her on the main event.
I mean,
Like,
but they just don't know what to do with, I think, Asian women. They didn't know what to do with Asuka. They don't know. They didn't know what to do with Kairi Sane, Io Shirai, and unfortunately, if she does get pulled up, she's gonna wind up being in that category too. Because I mean, you can't say that Kairi Sane and Asuka don't have talent.
you
They're
can just
two of the one of the, like, most talented females out there.
you
Um,
can just do what Bruce Pitcher's doing. Put them in schoolgirl outfits.
so tell me about Impact Wrestling.
All right, so let me talk about that. That's the multiverse of matches. It's gonna be on Fight TV, as far as I know. That's the only place you're gonna be able to watch it. Wait a minute. Yeah, there you go.
It's got a nice lineup.
Yeah, not really. It's not really a nice lineup.
I
I
mean,
mean, they're good matches, but it's not enough.
oh yeah, yeah. I
So
mean, but then again, I'd rather quality over quantity.
yeah, true, true. Maybe that's where they miss. Oh, I don't want to talk about that yet. Okay, so Impact Wrestling multiverse of matches. It's basically like company versus company, stable versus stable, like company, like stuff like that. So we got it's Friday, April 1st, 9 p.m. Eastern Time on Fight. It's also in Texas, where every other show that weekend is. So we got the Good Brothers representing Impact Wrestling versus the Briscoe Brothers representing Ring of Honor. You got Jay White representing the Bullet Club versus Chris Sabin representing Impact Wrestling. Eddie Edwards representing Impact versus Tamahiro Ishii. Sorry, I might have butchered that. Yep, you should have the soundboard for that. Represent NJPW. Then this is just a regular Impact match right here. Trey Miguel defends the X Division Championship in Ultimate X match against Rich Swann, Willie Mack, Chris Bay, Vincent, and Jordan Grace. I don't know why Jordan Grace is in that, but I hope she wins. Um, and she can use that when she's promoting that adult toys website.
Hey,
Then we got for the I don't know if it's Champ Open Challenge. Diana Purrazzo versus anybody. Anybody who wants to face her for whatever title. Either the Reign of the Reinas Championship or the Ring of Honor Women's Championship.
okay.
Alright, so who do you got? Who do you think's gonna win that X Division match? You think Jordan Grace is gonna have it for adult toys?
I mean, she just got that sponsorship with Adam and Eve, so who knows? It might be a very special Adam and Eve presents weird intercontinental intergender whatever the hell's going on here.
Be like Sammy Guevara and Ty Conte's representation of the TNT title. I don't know if you saw that or not.
I
All right, so nerds, let's hear about WrestleMania 38 updated card because they changed it. Some of the matches on what night, and they changed it up. So let's hear about it. I'm pretty sure Vince is going to change it again by the time it comes.
All right, so this is going to be the lineup for WrestleMania 30 night or 38. 38. I combined 30 and night together somehow. 38.
38?
30 night, yes. All right, so night one on Peacock and in select movie theaters, which is something I forgot to talk about, and it wasn't in the notes.
That's why I added it there.
Yeah, so you guys, if you want to, at a local theater near you, you can go and you could buy tickets to watch WrestleMania on the big screen. Um, and the tickets are pretty cheap. I think they were only like $18 a ticket. But I mean, to go see WrestleMania on a big screen, that seems pretty freaking cool. And if it's
I mean,
and
if it was 20 years ago,
yeah, but I mean, like you got those luxury theaters now and stuff that'll bring you like a scotch and coke and like gourmet food and like it's a whole experience now.
you know what I do? if I watch WrestleMania in a movie theater like that, I kick back the lounge chair and fall asleep.
Yeah, Wiss would be sneaking in Junior Bacon Cheeseburger because he's addicted to Wendy's. Fuck that couscous and fancy duck. I'm gonna have Junior Bacon Cheeseburgers and watch WrestleMania.
Yeah, the $15 pizzas, $15 slice of pizza,
Hey,
or the $20 Yingling. Like,
all right. So if you guys do want to watch WrestleMania on the big screen, all you gotta do is go online. I will post the link to the website in the description because I don't have it on me right now. Um, yeah, it's definitely an experience. It might actually be something I do. I actually might get a ticket and go watch this on the big screen. But
you should have did it for AEW.
so let's see. On night one, we got Becky Lynch defending the WWE Raw Women's Championship against Bianca Belair. Bianca's gonna take it all day. Then we got the Mysterios versus Miz and Logan Paul. Honestly, I don't care about this match. Drew McIntyre, Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin with Madcap Moss. Then we got the Usos defending the WWE SmackDown Tag Team Championship against Shinsuke and Rick Boogs. Definitely on Shinsuke and Rick Boogs. And then we got Charlotte Flair defending against WWE. I'm sorry, Charlotte Flair defends the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship against Ronda Rousey.
Hey,
Again,
wait, before you go to the next night, can I say something about the Miz?
yes, please.
I want to actually say I gained a lot of respect for the Miz today. Uh, I was going on TikTok, while I was working when I didn't have any orders. I go on and check sometimes. So I come across a video. The Miz, I don't know if you know the Derek guy that goes to like all the wrestling events and likes to meet and greet. He did a video saying how much he hated the Miz. So the Miz did a what's that called, like a mashup or whatever. Anyway, he did a video and he said, Derek, you're not gonna hate me because you're going to WrestleMania because he bought him tickets through Cricket or something like that.
Yeah,
But
so Cricket Cellular wound up getting this kid tickets. Who want to say I actually started following this kid myself because he's pretty damn funny because he'll sit there and like cut promos against his father and stuff out of nowhere. It's like the kid is
yeah,
hilarious. Um,
yeah, it's one of the reasons I like TikTok.
yeah, I mean the kid is hilarious, and Miz, you know, I hated you, but you definitely got cool books, cool points in my book, man. You doing that? I think that was definitely cool of you. So maybe
Yeah,
the
that was
Miz,
awesome.
maybe the Miz isn't as bad as I
Awesome.
said he is.
Now he's gonna become a baby face. People are gonna be cheering him at WrestleMania. All right.
All right, so next up we got Night Two. Again, this is going to be on Peacock and select movie theaters for $18. We got Queen Zelina, and Carmella defending the WWE Tag Team Championship against Sasha, Naomi, Rhea Ripley, and Liv Morgan, and Shayna Baszler and Natalia.
WWE won this tag team. They took it out for some reason.
So
It took it out of my notes.
I definitely my money is on Sasha and Naomi.
I think my money was on them, but I don't think Shayna Baszler and Natalia were in this mix up before. I think they added them for a reason. I think they're going to be the ones that walk away with.
I mean, I hope not. Oh, I mean,
Yeah,
no,
I hope
actually, you
not
know
too.
what? Shayna Baszler actually has grown on me, because I saw her on G4 doing certain things with Xavier Woods. She actually seems like a pretty cool person. Um,
You were watching her dancing in Lana's TikToks. Don't lie.
that's it. That's it. You found me out. All right. So, and then next up, we got a match that nobody asked for, and that's Johnny Knoxville versus Sami Zayn. And anything goes. Um, Johnny Knoxville, I think he's gonna do some insane stuff, take insane hits. I don't know how that's gonna work out with him having like extreme TBI.
He's gonna win.
I don't know how this match is gonna go. This match is either he's gonna do something stupid and he's gonna get himself killed. I don't know, or it's just gonna be a complete flop.
He's gonna win. I
Yeah.
guarantee you. He's gonna win.
I mean, I see him doing something. I don't see him just coming out and doing a regular match. I think he's gonna do something extreme.
Yeah, you know why it's anything goes?
Because his fans expect it from him.
You know why it's anything goes? Because the whole Jackass crew's gonna come out and help him.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I mean, I guess I am kind of interested in seeing what's gonna happen to see if Johnny Knoxville actually like takes a bowling ball to the head and gets himself killed, or I don't know. Something's gonna happen. All right. So next up, we got Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory. That match is gonna go. Vince McMahon is gonna come out and pummel him.
Yeah,
Something's
tell you that they're building that. I like they're building that match, and it's making it so exciting.
yeah. All right. Next up, we got Edge versus AJ Styles. Edge all day. We got RK Bro defending the WWE Raw Tag Team Championship against Street Profits and Alpha Academy. I still like Otis. I really liked him in Heavy Machinery. I'm really not a fan of Alpha Academy.
Me neither. They're trash.
Yeah, I mean,
Like Otis is boring now.
yeah. And then after that, we got the unification match, which WWE still don't know what unification match is. And that's going to be WWE Championship Brock Lesnar versus Universal Champion Roman Reigns. Match I really don't care about it. I got to be
I just
honest
hope
with
Brock
you.
Lesnar wins. I don't want Roman Reigns to have him. I
Yeah,
don't want him to have it.
yeah, I'm sick of Roman Reigns, and I think with this new Brock, yeah, I'd like to see the new
Yeah, I mean, he's
PG
been.
family friendly Brock be a champ for a while.
Yeah, I mean,
I
it's
think
not
I'm
the
down with
Brock
that.
that doesn't show up. It's not the Brock that doesn't show up. He's shown up to every show since he's won the championship.
Right.
Like, I mean, I guess it has to do with him retiring from UFC and everything else, which I don't know if you knew, but The Undertaker's the one that told him to leave WWE to pursue his dreams.
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right. So what do you got for the next show?
We got Ring of Honor, Supercard of Honor 15, April 1st. Another one, April 1st, 2022, on Fight TV. I don't know if you can get it on pay per view. I would assume, maybe, because Tony Khan doesn't usually miss out on making money. So, it's a small card, but I'm pretty sure Tony Khan's going to add more to it. So, he said he got something up his sleeve for it. So, like 4 matches in one show for a pay per view. There's definitely going to be more. So, we got this match is for the undisputed Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Championship, which I guess Jonathan Gresham was the new Ring of Honor World Champion, and the original Ring of Honor World Champion is Bandito. So they're facing each other for undisputed Ring of Honor World Championship to combine them two. I never knew that. I didn't really follow Ring of Honor too much because I wasn't able to. I wasn't able to watch it. When I started watching it, Jonathan Gresham was the champion, as far as I know. So, I don't. Do you know anything about that, Joe? Like
No,
why there was two?
it's been so long that I've watched Ring of Honor just because of the fact that it was a West Coast thing. I just didn't have access to it.
Yeah. So you're out of the loop, just like me. Yeah, it's original Ring of Honor World Champion Bandito versus a Ring of Honor World Champion Jonathan Gresham to combine the two titles. We already know Jonathan Gresham's probably gonna win. All right, so the Briscoe brothers defend the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship against, we're finally getting it, FTR. So we're finally getting that match that was a rivalry started at the last Ring of Honor pay-per-view.
Yeah, and
Then we got,
I think the Briscoes will retain.
yeah. They definitely will. I don't know. Maybe Tony Khan's gonna go back. I hope not. But and then we got Swerve, the Realist, versus Alex Zane. Then we got Jay Lethal versus Lee Moriarty. And that's it. That's it for now.
All right.
And
So you guys could go over to Fight TV and catch that on April 1st.
yeah, I don't know how much it is. I think it's like $49.99.
Sheesh.
If I see the match card, I might think about it. But I'm still seeing major rumors of Tony Khan trying to work a deal with HBO Max, so I might just wait till he gets that deal to watch it.
50 bucks for 4 matches is pretty steep. I don't. Oosh. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope he adds more.
It's a little bit out of my. It's a little bit out of my budget.
He adds more. I can't do it with $1 a day. But nah, we'll see. We'll see. I might get it. I might not. I got some fight credits, so maybe if I can get it with the fight credits, I'll get it. All right. So before we get into the next segment,
It's beer chugging time.
yeah, I'm trying to get it to see on the show on the camera. There we go. All right. Cheers. All right.
All right.
What do you
So
got?
this day in history, March 25th, back in 2008. Okay, 2008 was a very interesting year. So for WrestleMania this year, let's see, we got Finley versus JBL. We got Big Show going up against Floyd Money Mayweather. We got Edge trying to end the Undertaker's streak at WrestleMania. And then we got something that, you could only have in that era. And that is a Bunny Mania Playboy Lumberjill match hosted by Snoop Dogg himself.
Hey, PG.
Hey, I put this is not a PG show. You need to stop with that nonsense. You're gonna have you're, you're you're gonna have all the Fortnite squeakers in here.
All right, first one, nerd.
Anyway, so it was a very interesting year. The Hall of Fame class. Let's see, we got Ric Flair being inducted. We got Rocky Johnson, High Chief Peter Maivia, Mae Young is she was being inducted. Eddie Graham and legendary ring announcer. I'm sorry, not ring announcer. Color commentary Gordon Solie. So a very significant year. So on ECW, it was pretty much a preview show. So we started out with a 12-on-12 tag team, which was a preview of the Battle Royal of who's going to go up to face Chavo Guerrero for the ECW Championship. So Team 1 consisted of Hardcore Holly. We had Kofi Kingston, the Jamaican Kofi Kingston. So many racial stereotypes. We had Jamaican Kofi Kingston. We got Jimmy Wang Yang, the Asian cowboy.
Jimmy Wang Yang.
Yeah, Jimmy Wang Yang. We had Cody Rhodes, who was, very, very green. Not yet Stardust. Then we on that team it was Kane, Tommy Dreamer, and then we had Festus, who I talked about last video. When that ring bell rings, that boy gets ready. Jamie Noble was on that team, and then we had veteran Hacksaw Jim. Oh, excuse me, that beer. And then we had Hacksaw Jim Duggan on that team. On the other team, we had Brian Kendrick, Mark Henry, the Great Khali, Chuck Palumbo, The Miz, Deuce and Domino. I forgot about them. Elijah Burke, Matt Stryker, and Snitsky. and Snitsky wound up winning that. Now, I don't know if you guys remember Snitsky, but I liked Snitsky.
It wasn't my fault.
When he punted that baby, that made my day. So that was a good. I gave it about a 2 star. It wasn't the best of matches. Like, it was just a preview match. It was just great to see all those old guys and some of those old gimmicks and revisit them. After that, we had a what they called a Money in the Bank preview match, which was just nothing but Carlito versus the Golden Standard Shelton Benjamin, which is a different Shelton Benjamin than you guys know nowadays. This was back when he was a mama's boy.
Mama said.
That was a bad match. It was about a 1.5. After that, we had Layla come out with Mike Knox versus Stevie Richards and Kelly in a intergender match. That was a pretty good match. I give that about a 3 star. Layla and Mike Knox went ahead and picked up that victory. And then after that, it was a lumberjack match. It was the ECW champ going up against Chavo Guerrero versus Tommy Dreamer. So, I mean, it was a pretty good match card. Chavo wound up picking up the victory, but
you know something I noticed?
what's that?
Chavo Guerrero is in a lot of our This Days in Histories.
Yeah, I mean,
Man was everywhere.
yeah, I don't know why. It's just because I always pick ECW pretty much.
Yeah, he was in some of my WCW ones, and I don't know. I think it was in. Well, he is in some TNA stuff though. I know that now he's in. Well, he wasn't in AEW. I want to. He gets fired from everywhere. That's next is gonna be on Control Your Narrative. I said it first.
So, what do you got for your This Day in History?
All right. So on to a real show.
Wow.
I'm sorry, but ECW, WWE suck. You know that. You know that's true.
Look, it might have sucked at the time, but going back and looking back at that time and reminiscing about the characters and what was going on, it's the whole reason we do This Days in History. Is you wanna relive those old times.
The best thing about the new WWE CW was Kelly.
Yeah, like
Segments.
it was a very interesting time in the wrestling world where you can have a woman come out and essentially do a striptease for about 5 minutes before every match.
Yeah,
It was a different era.
the
Y-
best era.
yeah, I mean, look. What?
All right, so let's go.
Yeah, that's all I got to say
All
about
right, we
that.
got
Go on with you.
WCW Monday Nitro, March 25th, 1996. 1996. I just butchered that. You didn't catch on to it. Hey, so your man Randy Savage defeated Belfast Bruiser via pinfall. That was a 4 out of 5. Conan retained the WCW United States Championship against JL by pinfall, 3.5 out of 5. I gotta say, the entire Conan had on, man, I'm glad he switched that up. We got, I'm sorry, this name just cracks me up. The Booty Man. Saying the Boogeyman at first. I'm like, whoa, the Boogeyman was in WCW? Then he comes out, I'm like, the Booty Man. And then Disco Inferno by pinfall, 2 out of 5. Now book that, Vince. Boogeyman versus the Booty Man. All right, so Sting and Lex Luger retained the WCW World Tag Team Championship against American Males by pinfall, 4 out of 5. And the WCW World Heavyweight Championship match between the Giant and Ric Flair ended in no contest. I guess DQs weren't a thing back then. So Orrin Anderson hit the Giant with a chair, but Kevin Sullivan took the chair and the Giant thought it was him. he wound up choke slamming them both. So that was a 3 out of 5. I mean, it would have been better. But yeah, it was awesome. I mean, remembering seeing how much they made the Giant look like an actual beast back then.
Yeah.
I, and that, compared to what he is now, like a comedy segment. Uh,
Yeah,
but
unfortunately,
I know he
go on.
I know he wants to wrestle in up. He's trying to wrestle in an upcoming AEW Dynamite episode because it's in his hometown. I think.
I don't think that's going to be a good match. I mean, he's been out of the
Yeah,
ring for so long, and I mean, look, show you've already been a joke for so long. I mean, I love you to death. I really do. Um, One of my favorite wrestlers from back in the day. Dude, you're too old. You're too big. Just stop.
yeah.
Just stop.
That last match he had was, it was good to see him, but it was horrible to watch him not be able to stand. Like,
And
he had to hold the ropes to stand.
no shade at all because I love Paul White. I do. I love him to
Yeah,
death. But dude, stop.
yeah. I'm glad he's trying to still live his dream, but I'm glad we still get to see him.
Right.
We get to still see him every week. But
I mean,
yeah,
I wish he was better on commentary, so he could go
uh,
like the Jim Ross route. But I mean,
he's
right now, even Jim Ross ain't even great on commentary. Like Jim Ross butchers names and places and everything, moves, everything more than I will ever do in a lifetime. He will do on one show.
especially when he called AEW Dynamite Monday Night Raw. I'll see you next time on Raw.
It's just freaking ridiculous. I don't know how they look. Also, I love him to death, but dude,
Yeah.
it's time to stop. Like,
Best commentary team, man. Big Show and Mark Henry.
uh,
They barely even talk about the match. It's so funny to watch because Mark Henry, you hear him, man, like, uh, it's so funny. But I mean, at least they found something for him to do.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Uh,
I'm glad to see him.
uh,
I'm glad he's there, but at a certain point, you need to just stop doing what you love and try to find something else where you fit in a little bit better.
unless we see, what was his name? The guy from Billy Madison.
Oh, Captain
Captain
Insano.
Insano.
Yeah.
Let's get Captain Insano in there. All right.
All right.
So let's hear it. Your superstar of the week.
All right. So, well, I kind of spoiled it, and I apologize for the picture that I have up. Unfortunately, I believe this is from her OnlyFans because I couldn't find a decent wrestling picture that was like in the correct format and stuff. It's a PG picture. Calm down, Wiz. Wiz is over there having a heart attack because his wife is gonna kill him.
Yeah,
All right.
he had that clickbait picture off. You should have seen her response.
It's a PG photo, okay? But born November 5th, 1987, from Detroit, Michigan, Allison K was born. Now, I spoiled this kind of last week because I did Marty K. Actually, if you guys pay attention to our videos at all, I actually spoil who I'm going to do next week and what event I'm going to do next week if you pay attention close enough. So, I have Allison K. You guys that know her from Impact know her as Sienna. Right now, she's signed with the National Wrestling Alliance, and she's currently one half of the NWA World Women's Tag Team Championship. She was trained by legendary trainer, wrestler Bill Martell. Right now, she's just doing the independent thing, just like Marty Bell. She's all over the place, all over the world. Um, Heck of a list of accolades, just like Marty Bell. So, she started her career in 2008. She debuted in blue collar wrestling until its closure in 2011 and Beyond Wrestling in 2010. And then she went over to Main Championship Wrestling in 2010, Shimmer Women's Athletes in 2012, Ring of Honor. She also went to in 2012, Lucha Libre AAA Worldwide in 2016, which I believe that might still be on Netflix. Absolute Intense Wrestling from 2010 to 2014. Women's Superstars Uncensored from 2011 to 2014. Shine Wrestling from 2012 to still presently, where she actually debuted on the inaugural show. She wrestled in Japan in 2013 and Europe in 2014. 2016, she joined TNA, Impact Wrestling, where she worked as part of the Ladies Squad from 2016 to 2017. And she was the Knockout Championship in 2017 until she left in 2018. Also in 2018, she went into the WWA, where she participated in the second Mae Young Classic, where unfortunately
WWE.
Huh?
How do you butcher WWE?
What did I say?
WWA.
Oh, it's the beer. All right. We're
Wrestling All Stars.
Then, all right, the National Wrestling Alliance from 2019 to 2020, and National Promotions until now. She's with AEW from 2020 and Ring of Honor from 2021, and her return to NWA from 2021 until present. She has so many freaking titles and so many accolades, just like Marty Bell did, because she's been all over the place, all over the world. All right, so she is AAW Women's Champion and AIW Women's Champion, National Wrestling Alliance World Women's Championship, World Women's Tag Team Championship, which is still currently with Marty Bell, the NWA World Tag Team Championship Tournament in 2021 with Marty Bell, Pro Wrestling Eve, the Eve Tag Team Championship, which she's still currently the champion. In 2017, she was ranked number 8 out of the top 50 female wrestlers and PWI top 50 females. In Shine Wrestling, she won the Shine Championship twice. She won the Shine Tag Team Championship, which still currently with Marty Bell. The Shine Championship Tournament in 2018, which she won. In TNA, she was the GFW Women's Champion. The TNA Impact's Knockout Championship twice. WSU Tag Team Championship and Women's Superstars Uncensored with Sassy Stephanie. And she had a match against Mercedes Martinez, which is somebody else that I'm going to do at some point because she's a wonderful wrestler and I've been watching her career for a very long time. Very long time.
She's good.
And she just hasn't had the luck to get a push, even though she's freaking spectacular. But anyway, I'll talk about her another time. So
the thing that screwed her in WWE is that botch she would, and she injured somebody in NXT.
Yeah, I mean, it was unfortunate. Things happened. I mean, it wasn't that bad. In my opinion, I mean,
yeah, definitely not as bad as
yeah, she didn't break anybody's. Yeah, you didn't break anybody's neck or anything like that.
And he's still there.
And it's not like she was making mistakes all the time, like Nia Jax and stuff like that, who they kept on the roster for an obscene amount of years, only because she had bloodline in her, and that was it. Mercedes, you're gonna make me say everything before I even do her, or not do her, but do a profile on her. So anyway, she did a luchas de apuestas. You speak Spanish, am I saying that right?
I don't speak Spanish. I listen to Spanish.
All right. So that's Spanish for a
I
bet.
know hola. I know hola.
However you say it, it's Spanish for a bet match, and pretty much it was Mercedes Martinez's career up against Allison K's title, in which Mercedes won. Um, kind of cool, but yeah, she's definitely a talented girl.
Yeah, definitely. I agree on that. I mean, obviously, like every time we do this, I just learned more about her. This is why we do this, so we can learn. Um, and I'm impressed. I mean, I was impressed with her since seeing her in TNA, but yeah, definitely more now. I'm surprised WWE let it slip.
Yeah, I mean, it, yeah, WWE had her. After I mean that like that May Young Classic. Like I understand like they pull talent from all over the place. Um, like they could have done so much. Like they're talented girls. Marty, Mercedes, Allison. Like they're all very talented ladies. Like
Maybe they wanted to make Allison K and Marty Bell split up. That's why they didn't do it.
quite possibly too. Yeah, yeah.
You could see him in AEW eventually, though.
Because I think they were both knocked out in the first round in the same May
Yeah,
Young Classic. So
yeah, I remember that.
so who do you got for your superstar of the week?
First of all,
Wait, it's not that time yet.
let's let, let's get it too sweet.
Oh, I thought it was time to chug a beer. I was like, wait, already? All right, too
What?
sweet.
All right, so we got the Switchblade Jay White, which I've been watching. Actually, not too long ago, but I was very impressed. Everything he's done. I learned about him, then I started seeing him everywhere. I I saw him in AEW. I saw him in JPW, which is his main show. I saw him in Impact. Like I see this guy everywhere ever since I found out about him. So Jay White, man, and we got to see him live. So Jay White is a New Zealand professional wrestler signed to New Japan Pro Wrestling. He also makes appearances for Impact Wrestling and All Elite Wrestling. After starting his career in 2013, he joined NJPW the following year as a young lion. In June of 2016, he left for an overseas excursion, which he worked for the American promotion Ring of Honor and the British promotion Revolution Pro Wrestling through NJPW's international partnerships. On October 8th, 2018, he became the leader of the Bullet Club. He began appearing on Impact through NJPW's affiliation at the end of Slammiversary on July 17th, 2021. And now with the Bullet Club in Impact are the Good Brothers back in Bullet Club. They weren't the originals. The original people that came with him on the Bullet Club were the Gorillas of Destiny. So we got the Good Brothers, Jay White and Chris Bay. So he first appeared in AEW February 9th, 2022, in a little backstage segment with no, it wasn't Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks and Adam Cole, I believe. So in New Japan Pro Wrestling, he is a one-time IWGP Heavyweight Champion, one-time IWGP Intercontinental Champion, one-time Never Openweight Champion, one-time IWGP United States Heavyweight Champion, the fifth NJPW Triple Crown Champion, and the first NJPW Grand Slam Champion. Pro Wrestling Illustrated ranked him number 12 of the top 500 singles wrestlers in the PWI 500 in 2019. Great accomplishments from him, and he just started his career. So you're going to see a lot of great things coming from him. Like,
Definitely, yeah. Seen a couple of the matches. Definitely looks like a good talent. I can't wait to see what the rest of his career is going to be like.
yeah, he's going to be a future Hall of Famer. Like, I know that. Hopefully not WWE Hall of Fame. Hopefully like AEW Hall of Fame when they have one. Um, but yeah, he's definitely young. We saw him live. Very impressed seeing him live. He's better than a lot of talent I've seen in many years. I've watched wrestling for a very long time.
Oh yeah.
I'm 33. I'm 33, and I've been watching it every single year.
Oh, I forgot that
I
you're
don't,
that. I forgot that you're young. You're freaking that young.
I
God
don't
damn.
remember when I was watching it when I was a baby, but I watched it. Because,
It,
my dad loves it, my granddad loves it, my great granddad loves it. Like, yeah, it goes on and goes on. However long wrestling's been around, that's how long my family watched it. The Jay White definitely got a bright future.
well, I think it's that time.
Yeah. We got. Let's get it too sweet before we do it. Too sweet. Choke time.
All right, so I am going to talk some gaming news. So the first thing that I want to talk about is a wrestling project that I just found because it was just revealed in the Xbox Indie reveal on Twitch. What was it, last Monday, I believe? And it was hosted by Double J, Jeff Jarrett, and Booker T. And they have this game. It's called Wrestlequest, and it's put out by MegaCast Studios. And essentially, what this is an older 8-bit style game, because that's what's in these days is retro games. So it's, think, a mix of WWE, Zelda, and a little bit of Final Fantasy. So this is touted as the first ever wrestling RPG. And this is a description of the game. It says, power bomb your way through a massive wrestling RPG where the worlds of toys, action figures, and wrestling collides. Explore worlds based off their lofty careers. It challenges RPG combat meets wrestling moves, match styles, gimmicks galore. Wild Rens, exotic monsters, action figure fighters, and spandex allies await as the fantasy goes beyond the ring. Upgrade from aspiring rookie to world champion by training, learning, glamming, and slamming to the top of the pro wrestling food chain. Choose your moves, styles, taunts, and even your entrance as you learn what it takes to be the cream of the crop in the pro wrestling world of your dreams. And this game is so amazing. Why do you have the fake news things though? This is not fake news.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it better for you. Hang on.
Okay, so this game, like I said, it's an 8-bit game. I wanted to show you guys the trailer for it, but unfortunately, it's not letting me do so. It just lets me show you the start screen. But it has the actual characters of Double J, Jeff Jarrett. I saw Jake the Snake in there, Andre, the LOD, Macho Man. I don't know if it's gonna be the actual character names or if it's just going to be likenesses. Um, I hate you. Or if it's gonna be actual likenesses. So, like, one of the characters they had was Spearberg, which is obviously like a Goldberg play on words. So I don't know if it's going to be the actual characters or if it's just going to be the likenesses of the characters. It seems like certain people own the rights to their names, so they're actually going to be in the game. And for everybody else, it's just going to be, like a play on words, like Spielberg. Like, you know that's Goldberg. It looks exactly like Goldberg. They got a guy that looks exactly like I'm done with you. And I'm done with this news. After that, WWE 2K22 went ahead and did their first patches. So, and it's very massive. I'm not going to read the whole thing. Pretty much what it is, stability improvements, prop and arena interactions, connectivity improvements, multiple stuff for visual improvements like hair physics and stuff like that. My faction, they got some new cards. Um,
Check it out.
what's that?
Looks like I could check it out. I haven't been on it in about a week.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much all the improvements are all graphic improvements, making things look as good as they possibly can. Um, but eh, not too much. I've still yet to play the game. Uh, I plan to. Hopefully tomorrow after we get back from the meeting group, I'll be able to put a little time in the gaming. I know I got to get started on 2K, and right now I'm still in the middle of Guardians of the Galaxy. I've got to do some stuff on my Twitch. I just haven't had time to sit down and play a video game. What's up, Wiz?
I love the game, but I haven't had time recently. As you know, I've been fucking all day, pretty much.
Yeah,
Uh, but speaking of the meet and greet tomorrow night, next week we're gonna have probably some photos to show. So make sure you go tune into that and check out the great photos we get while we're there, and maybe some footage, maybe if anybody lets us.
yeah, I'm definitely excited. So after we get done recording tonight, we're going to bed and we're getting up super early to go do this show. I think it's 10 to 5, right?
And if it,
10 to 3.
so hopefully this time we can be late and not worry about it. 'Cause I definitely want to stop to get something to eat before I go.
Yeah, yeah, we could stop by. Hopefully, I don't spill all my food all over the floor again. It's very
Yeah,
mad.
I'll keep my DoorDash bags on there this time just in case.
All right, so let's go over some results of the week.
That's all you got?
That's all I got. Yeah, I mean, I'm
All
not, I'm,
right.
I'm not gonna go too
Um,
deep. If they want to read the patch notes, I can post the patch notes, but it's too much to sit there and read.
all right, let's go. Before I start, we gotta change the background because this is not fake news. So, we're starting off with one of the best shows of the week. I go day by day, as you know. AEW Rampage, March 18th, 2022. So Darby Allin defeated the Butcher by counter. Andrade Idolo comes out and the family office jumps Sting and Darby Allin. The Hardy brothers come out and Andrade family office run. The 4 out of 5. I don't get why people are running from the Hardys. I know they're great, but it doesn't make sense. You got 5 people. Why are you running from 2?
Right.
Then we got Red Velvet defeated legit Layla Hirsch by pinfall 3 out of 5. The House of Black defeated Fuego del Sol and Bear Country by pinfall 5 out of 5. Keith Lee defeated Max Caster by pinfall. Ricky Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs attacked Lee after the belt, and Swerve Strickland made the save. That's a surprising save right there. 3 out of 5. Why are they always teaming up the XWE guys?
I mean, they know they worked well together. I mean, that'd be the best reason to set them up, especially if they worked before.
I mean, they were rivals before, I believe. But anyway, going on to a shit show. WWE SmackDown, March 18th, 2022. Shinsuke Nakamura And Rick Boogs defeated Los Lotharios by pinfall 3 out of 5. You know, when you say Shinsuke Nakamura, you gotta say it with Rick Boogs stop. Nakamura. I really sucks it. Hey, there we got the Viking Raiders and Drew McIntyre, which it's a pretty good team up right there. Defeated Happy Corbin, Shanky, and Jinder Mahal by pinfall 3 out of 5. Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley defeated Naomi and Sasha Banks by DQ when Natalia and Shayna Baszler come out and attack everybody. I don't understand how they won because, yeah, they attacked everybody, but anyway.
It depends on who was attacked first.
Well, Liv Morgan was attacked like a millisecond before Naomi.
Okay.
2 out of 5. What's up with all these tag team matches? Is Teddy Long back in charge?
Finally, I loved Teddy Long's management. He's one of the greatest managers of all time, and this I'm not being sarcastic on. I really loved Teddy Long as a manager.
Yeah, he was great, but what are they doing? They're doing all these tag team matches. Like, it's like they're teasing us. Like, you want to interfere? Tag team. Main event? Tag team. So the main event wasn't a tag team, but it was complete ass. So Ridge Holland, with Sheamus, and Butch defeated Kofi Kingston by pinfall 1 out of 5. What do you do with the guy that breaks your tag team partner's neck? You put him in a match with his partner the next week. That's what he did. It makes no sense.
I didn't see that, but hopefully Kofi delivered a couple something. He had to have done something. He didn't get a couple good solid hits in.
You know Kofi, man. He's a professional. He did exactly what the script said. And Rich Holland beat his ass. So, like Kofi Kingston said, he doesn't know what he's going to do for WrestleMania. But I don't understand it. I don't understand how they punish you by putting you in a main event. That makes sense.
Right.
Anyway, this one I didn't watch, so I didn't rate it. Well, that was a 1 out of 5. I don't remember if I said that or not. Let's go on. So, NWA Cracker Cup, Night 1. Like I said, I didn't watch this. I will be watching it when it becomes free to us NWA Access viewers. Magic Jake Dumas defeated Captain Yuma by pinfall. The Bad News Boys defeated the Heat Seekers, the Rip City Shooters, and Violence is Forever by pinfall to advance to round 1. The Briscoe Brothers defeated the Now by pinfall to advance to the quarterfinals. Hawks Airy defeated the End by pinfall to advance to the quarterfinals. The Cardonas defeated the Pope and Mims by pinfall to advance to the quarterfinals. The Dirty Sexy Boys defeated Aaron Stevens and the Blue Meanie, which I thought the card said Kratos, by pinfall to advance to the quarterfinals. Or if I could say what it says on here on the script, quarterfinal. I love it when I try to share something. It always messes up my script. Gold Rush defeated Strictly Business by pinfall to advance to the quarterfinal. Commonwealth Connection defeated the Ill Begotten by pinfall to advance to the quarterfinals. La Rebellion defeated the Bad News Boys by pinfall to advance to the quarterfinals. The Cardonas defeated the Fixers by pinfall to advance to the semifinals. The Briscoe Brothers defeated the Dirty Sexy Boys by pinfall to advance to the semifinals. La Rebellion defeated PJ Hawks in a 2-on-1 handicap match by pinfall to advance to semifinals. I don't know what happened to the other guy. It didn't say where I got the name from. So, the Commonwealth Connection defeated Gold Rush by submission to advance to the semifinals. First submission of the night. That was amazing. All right. Night 2 of NWA Crocker Cup, March 20th, 2022. Mims defeated AJ Kazana by pinfall. Sam and BLGK defeated Magic J Dumas and the Fixers and Idol Mano Sports Management by pinfall PJ Hawks defeated Alex Taylor by submission. The Briscoe brothers defeated the Cardonos by pinfall to advance to the finals. Commonwealth Connection defeated La Rebellion by pinfall to advance to the finals. Anthony Mayweather defeated Jack Steen by submission to retain. I'm sorry to butcher too much, just like you. Hey, Anthony Mayweather defeated Jack Steen by submission to retain the NWA National Championship, and then Jack Steen cashed in his championship series cash-in and defeated Anthony Mayweather by pinfall to become the new NWA National Champion. Short-lived championship title reign. Hopefully he gets it back. The Hex retained the NWA World Women Tag Team Championship against Pretty Empowered via pinfall. Homicide defeated Austin Aries, Kobe Carino, and Darius Lockhart via pinfall to be crowned the brand new NWA World Junior Heavyweight Champion. Camille retained the NWA World Women's Championship against Chelsea Green and Kylie Ray by pinfall. Tyrus retained the NWA World Television Championship against Rodney Mack by pinfall. So I guess we gotta watch his boring ass match a little bit longer.
I can't believe he's still wrestling. How?
He's not wrestling.
Well, I mean, I can't believe he's slowly meandering to the ring and doing a very slow match.
Yeah,
and he's been doing it for so long. Like back when he was, when he was with doing the Funkadactyl thing, like back with WWE, like he wasn't always this bad.
He actually had charisma when he did that.
Yeah. He wasn't.
Now he's just like, man, I wish I'm just here for the money.
He don't even want to be there. He's like, it feels like he'd rather be working at McDonald's right now than being at the show.
He probably does work at McDonald's. Maybe that's why he's so slow, because he eats all the Big Macs. Anyway, maybe that's why I don't get so good quality Big Macs. He eats all the good ones.
Is that why you get the shitty Big Macs?
Yeah, man. All right, I'm gonna go wrestle him. Okay, I want that NWA World Television Championship.
Right. The Big Mac battle of the ages.
Then we got the Briscoe brothers defeated the Commonwealth Connection by pinfall to become the 2022 Crockett Cup winners. Congratulations, Briscoe brothers. Now you got the Ring of Honor Hall of Fame behind you, the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships, and the Crockett Cup 2022. You got a great year in 2022. And Matt Cardona retains the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship against Nick Aldis by DQ. I really want to watch that match because when I watched NWA Power, like I saw a little bit of highlights. Like there's a lot of drama in that match. I actually want to watch it. Like Jeff Jarrett was Rev. Some about Chelsea Green got involved. Mickey James got involved. Yeah, definitely something I want to watch. All right. WWE Raw, March 21st, 2022. This show starts off with Stone Cold Steve Austin, according to Elected Nerd. But it was Kevin Owens doing an impression of the Texas Rattlesnake, and one of the best impressions I ever seen. So,
I still say that was Stone Cold.
Yeah. I mean, he looked like him. I ain't gonna lie. I could see why you're confused. If you're drunk enough, I could see why. And that wasn't sarcasm. I swear. So, the Mysterios defeated the Dirty Dogs by pinfall. Seth Rollins interrupted before the match to make an announcement, but they cut his mic. The Miz and the crowd just, Cody. The Miz attacked Ray after the match and took his mask. Dominic covered his face with a towel. What a fight. Omos defeated Apollo Crews and Commander Aziz by pinfall, 2 out of 5. And AJ Styles comes out to call out Edge. Seth Rollins comes out again and wants to replace AJ Styles at WrestleMania against Edge. Styles says no. Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles is announced as a main event where Rollins wins. He replaces Styles at WrestleMania. You can imagine Styles was leading. Shayna Baszler and Natalya defeat Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley by pinfall, 2 out of 5. Finn Balor defeated Austin Theory by pinfall with distractions from special guest commentator Pat McAfee, 2 out of 5. Fear Mahan coming April 4th, which Nerd already talked about, but it was a commercial, so I wanted to talk about it. Anyway, RK Bro defeated Alpha Academy by pinfall, 3 out of 5. AJ Styles defeated Seth Rollins by DQ and Edge attacked him with a chair, 3 out of 5. All right, WWE NXT 2.0, March 22nd, 2022. Solo Sikoa defeated Roderick Strong by pinfall, 4 out of 5. Tony D'Angelo defeated Alexa Dumas. Wah.
Yeah.
Hey,
What was that?
Alexa Loomis. Tony D'Angelo defeated Dexter Loomis by pinfall after he used the crowbar, 3 out of 5. Now, the segments they're doing, I don't know if you've been watching NXT, but the segments they're doing, oh my God, rated R. Actually, not even rated R.
Yeah, NXT has NXT has gone a funny route. Like, they got this whole, like, telenovela thing going, like a Spanish soap opera where everybody's fucking everybody. Like, it's so weird.
Yeah, it was good, and some of it's still good. They're taking it down. They're taking it back. It was going good. It was going great.
It's so weird, the storylines, and like it's a mix of a Spanish telenovela and hardcore porn.
You know what I want to say?
Huh.
Miro crush. That's what needs to happen. Who says crush? Because NXT was going good. Somehow they went down. They went back down.
Oh, because
again,
old pervert Vince is doing it now, so he's like, let's have everybody fuck everybody.
It's Bruce Pritchard. Bruce Pritchard is the head of control of NXT. That's why I made that joke about the schoolgirl. Because he had the Saray girl. He had her come back as a schoolgirl.
Yeah.
Okay. So, anyway, one person that I'm actually very impressed by. The match sucked, but I'm impressed by this wrestler. Elektra Lopez defeated Fallon Henley. Henley by pinfall, 2 out of 5. Elektra Lopez got a lot of talent. We all know why Vince wants her though. Braun Breaker defeated Robert Roode by pinfall during the match. This was very interesting. Very interesting. During the match, Robert Roode, yeah. Sorry, I don't know what his name is anymore. They change it all the time. But Robert Roode took a shot at Scott Steiner. What's that mean? Why did he take a shot at Scott Steiner? He flexed his bicep like, boom, and then did the elbow drop on Braun Breaker, and when Braun Breaker kicked out, he did the signature push-ups that Scott Steiner usually did. And he looked at the camera and laughed. And you just heard the announce team go, that's a message too.
Mm-hmm.
So what's that mean? Like, is Scott Steiner coming?
Quite possibly. I mean,
yeah.
We didn't think it happened, but you never know.
Yeah, I see it happening. I see Braun Breaker and Scott Steiner versus Dolph Ziggler. I could see that.
Yeah.
Especially now, since Robert Roode just did that.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
I don't think it was a possibility before, but they wouldn't let that happen with Scott Steiner. Yeah, anybody could do it, but with the announce team saying, you know who that's a message to. So if he doesn't show up, WWE bye. You won't be seeing WWE on my news no more. Anyway, Grayson Waller defeated AK by pinfall 1 out of 5. 1 out of 5. The Creed brothers defeated Grizzled Young Veterans by pinfall 3 out of 5. Gunther defeated Duke Hudson by pinfall. That was a good match because it was like two big guys. It was an even match, 4 out of 5. Kate, I didn't rate this match. Kaylee Ray and Io Shirai defeated Dakota Kai and Wendy Chu by pinfall to become the 2022 Dusty Women's Cup Classic winners. I think I rated it a 5 out of 5, but I forgot to rate it in, or they deleted it when I copied it. I don't know.
Nice. Io Shirai picking up, a win. It's definitely awesome. Definitely more of a fan of Io Shirai than I am of Kaylee Ray.
Kaylee Ray. Yeah, I think I spelled it wrong. I took my sleeping pills when I was doing this. This was towards the end. I probably screwed up a lot. But yeah, it was pretty awesome. I mean, I'm surprised the Cody Kai Wendy Chu didn't, because they've been pushing them, but I'm happy they didn't. I'm happy that you was right and Kaylee Ray won.
Yeah, that wasn't your mistake. That was mine because we got Io Shirai, Dakota Kai, and Kaylee Ray. It all rhymes.
No, it was because it says Kaylee Ray on there. It said R-A-I. It's not R-A-I, it's R-E. Yeah, so that was my mistake. It might even be R-A-Y. But anyway, on from that. NWA Power, which was not a repeat, so I actually, took note of this one. March 22nd, 2022, the Briscoe brothers defeated the OGK by pinfall 4 out of 5. Trevor Murdoch, I guess they're making him like a beast now since he lost his NWA title. I guess they're making him like, I want revenge. Like, he is being like disrespectful. He is taking shots at the fans. Like, yeah, I guess he's turning heel in NWA finally. Trevor Murdoch defeated Brett Buff Shea. I think that was his name. They never showed it like on a nameplate. They just did it, and it sounded like this Buck Shea. Like, I couldn't understand it, so I think it was Brett Buff Shea by pinfall 2 out of 5. The Hex retained the NWA Women's World Tag Team Championships against Genocide and Paula Blaze by pinfall 3 out of 5. Homicide retained the NWA Junior Heavyweight Championship against Austin Aries by pinfall 4 out of 5. So pretty action-packed NWA for this episode. I was really impressed with this episode, and I hope they continue doing episodes like that. Next up, we got AEW Dynamite, March 23rd, 2022. To kick off, CM Punk defeated Dax Hardwood by submission, 5 out of 5. The Hardy Brothers, Sting, and Darby Allin defeated Andre Fallon Office by pinfall 5 out of 5. John Moxley and Bryan Danielson defeated the Varsity Blondes by submission, 3.5 out of 5. Cole defeated Jay Lethal by pinfall after he gave him a low blow, 3 out of 5. Legit Layla Hirsch defeated Red Velvet by pinfall, 2 out of 5. The Jericho Appreciation Society, Chris Jericho and Daniel Garcia defeated the Dark Order, John Silver and Alex Reynolds by submission, 3.5 out of 5. And here we go. The moment we've all been waiting for. Impact Wrestling, March 24th, 2022. RTP's in the house, but they don't show us on camera, unfortunately. But you do hear Nerd yelling a little bit, but we'll get into that in that match. I do want to say before I talk about this show, it was awesome watching it live. It's definitely better watching it live than on TV. And the match lineup was different than what they had on the show. And they had like 5 matches that happened live that didn't happen on the show. So it's definitely worth going live because you get to see more. they weren't the greatest matches that were cut out, but some of them were matches that I don't think should have been cut out. So we got Mike Bailey defeated Willie Mack and Laredo Kid by pinfall to become the number one contender for the X Division Championship. It didn't look that great on the TV, but it looked amazing live, so I gave it a 5/5. Steve Macklin defeated Heath by pinfall after he used the ropes to help with the pin. 3/5. Violent by Design defeated the Impact World. Retain. I think I pulled you there. Definitely, because you said Violent by Design retained the Impact World Tag Team Championship against the Good Brothers by pinfall in a lumberjack match. With help from Honor No More. Which live we got to see Mike Bennett cupping Maria Bennett's
buttocks.
And we got to see Matt Taven checking it out. So Vincent,
and
it was 4/5. It was a great. I was like when that happened, everybody wasn't even paying attention to the match. Everybody was paying attention.
I was right up in the front getting high resolution pictures of the match.
Yeah, right. You know, you get pictures of. She wants to see them too. But yeah, then there was that time Matt Taven looked right at us because the fan in front of us was like, "What are you looking at?"
Yeah, he was totally checking out Maria's ass, and the dude in front of us was like, "What are you looking at?" And then he just turned around and looked at us and gave us a nod, like, yeah. And then Maria just turned around and gave us a smile and nod, like, yeah, I know.
Yeah, he was cheesing his ass off.
It was a good time.
That was funny. Yeah, definitely worth going live. Anybody that says Impact sucks needs to go watch it live. Because definitely makes your opinion on it change. So, but that was the best match. So Eddie Edwards defeated Rocky Romero by pinfall 3/5. Tasha Steelz retained the Impact Knockouts Championship against Mickie James in a street fight by pinfall. Chelsea Green turned on Mickie James during the match to help Steelz win. You can hear a nerd screaming like a little girl and screaming how much he loves Mickie.
I love you, Mickie. I'm just going to say it now. I love you. I love you.
You can hear it. If you go watch it, you can hear him screaming. At the beginning of the match, very beginning. And then when the ref's holding up the championship, you hear him go, "I love you, Mickie." Very distinct, but you can hear it. And in fact, they don't show us on camera, like they blur out that section, it seemed like. But you can see a figure that looks like Nerd in the TV.
Yeah.
It looks like him, but you can't make out a direct.
Can't
make it out direct, but it's hard not. It's hard to think somebody else is him.
Yeah, I mean, it's really hard to miss me in the first place, because I am a pretty big guy. So,
I was a big guy. I'm a big guy. I'm sad that you can see our sign now. But there's so many matches that they didn't show on the TV. And I'm surprised because it was, we were there from 7 to 10:30. So I don't know. They filled it in with promos and stuff. Maybe that was 5/5. But yeah, there was a few matches that weren't shown. The main one that I want to talk about, Rosemary won a Battle Royal to become the number one contender for the Knockouts Championship at Rebellion. So that's something to look forward to.
I was very excited about that. I love Rosemary.
Yeah, it was awesome. I remember I told you Rosemary's gonna win, and then what happened?
And that she did. Yep. Yeah, I mean it was
match.
Yeah, it was a great. It was an okay match. It wasn't the best, but yeah, I was definitely happy about Rosemary walking out. Being the number one contender.
Yeah, me too. It's that time. It's been a long time since she's gotten a push solo. She's been getting that tag team push with Havoc
Right.
but I think that's overdone its time. Like, you know, Havoc's with the Black Taurus. They're always called Decay. Black Taurus is really a great fit in Decay, in my opinion. Uh, Definitely not Abyss. Definitely not a good replacement for Abyss.
No.
But Crazy Steve, awesome. When you saw him live, you couldn't even tell he was blind. Like, it looked like he's sitting there looking right at you. The way he was grabbing the ropes, like he was doing on point. Like he knew where everything was.
Mm.
Like you could barely tell he's blind. I can't believe when WWE had a chance to sign him, they didn't. Only because they didn't want the liability.
Right.
But it's their loss. Like Crazy Steve is definitely a huge draw. Um,
Definitely. He's definitely somebody WWE missed out the chance on, and I definitely see him doing great things.
yeah. The fact that he's that good blind, that he's better. He's better than Randy Orton, honestly. Which, speaking of, how many RKOs out of nowhere did we see on Impact? Really? Hey, Tasha Steele did an RKO. Uh,
There's quite a few.
yeah, you know the one match. Like I'm actually happy they left out of television. Two matches. I'm happy they left out of television. Muscle Slam a bitch versus that jobber.
Yeah.
It was a horrible match.
If they would put her up against people that weren't jobbers, because pretty much that's all she's been facing right now is jobbers.
Yes,
I think once she finally faces somebody like she's got like the old '80s like persona, like she reminds me of Sensational Sherry with like her look. Um, it's just the fact she just hasn't been able to show what she can actually do yet because she's just going into the ring and she's just beating the shit out of a local. So
she's got the potential to be great, but he
until
ain't doing it.
until I actually see her go up against somebody that is gonna give her like a little bit of, a challenge, because she hasn't been challenged yet. She's just going in.
I scared.
She's just beast moding, and
She she should answer Deanna Perrazzo's champ challenge.
and
That's what
and
she should do.
and she just might because she's been facing absolutely nothing but local talent. So why not make your actual debut? That'd be a perfect time to do it.
Yeah, I know you were a fan of her when you saw her, and I'm like, she sucks, man. She sucks. This
I,
match is gonna end in 2 seconds, and then what happened?
I liked her look. I liked her look. And it gave me, like the nostalgia berries. Like, what is it off of South Park? The member berries. Member. So, like, it gave me those. So, but like I said, I can't make an actual decision until I actually see her work with somebody that is going to give her a little bit of a challenge and not just
Yeah,
go in and wipe the ring with a local talent.
I need to see her actually wrestle. It's like like they did it with Lance Archer and AEW. They kept putting him against jobbers when we all know he's great.
Mm.
Uh, they did a match with him this week tonight on Rampage. I'm not going to talk about that tonight, though. I'm going to talk about that next week. It was a great match. Uh, but the Master Slamovich is in the same route. Like, uh, she's just facing jobbers, and it's like I don't like her because when they debuted her Big Nettie or however you say that, it reminded me of Ember Moon when she debuted back on NXT again. It's the same exact whip, and that's why I didn't like that. And then she just comes in. It's been like what 2 months, 3 months. She's facing jobbers. No, like I said when I was in the crowd, like I said, let me see you face somebody that will give you a challenge.
Exactly.
Like
Yep.
Mickey James. You don't want to start out with the big league. Just Wrestle Havoc or somebody. I don't know, but
I mean, somebody like somebody like Mickey will make her look really good. I think.
yeah, she probably would. Look, she's done miles for fucking Tasha Steele. So
Hmm. Yeah,
Tasha Steele sucks.
Mickey's definitely somebody that could make her look good. But like the smartest thing would be, like I said, would go up for that open challenge. That would be a perfect like yeah, she's debuted, but she hasn't debuted against anybody real. So
Yeah, and then she
it'd be
challenges
like
for the ring.
right, it'd be like an actual like real debut. So we've seen her,
Yeah,
wipe the floor, which WWE usually does with like big guys, like almost and stuff like that. You have them come in and just wipe the floor with everybody for eventually you're gonna bring them out against somebody cool, and they're gonna wind up getting a big push. It's just waiting for that time to happen.
yeah. Like if you keep putting her against jobbers, she better get released.
Yeah, I mean it's not.
Keep going.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's not her decision that she's facing jobbers. I'm sure. I'm sure that's creative.
You never know. Maybe that's what she wants to do. Maybe she's scared to actually face somebody. Uh,
What is she? Is she gonna be like Ava Marie and like have a wardrobe malfunction every time because she's afraid to fight?
so maybe. Um, there's another one there that we saw live that didn't happen on TV. I'm trying to find this guy's name. That Indian guy.
There was two times that Heath Slater and Rhino was out, right?
No, the Good Brothers were out twice. Oh yeah. Heath Slater and Rhino were, but um, but they were both on TV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah, and the Good Brothers came out at
the
the
one
beginning
was
of the
in talking
show
about.
and the end of the show, I think.
Yeah, they came out twice. Yeah, they came out twice. They answered an open challenge from I forget who. But then you had the Motor City Machine Guns against the Bullet Club that wasn't shown on TV, which it should
Oh
have been. That
yeah,
was a great match.
that was a good
Great
match.
match.
I forgot about that one. Yeah.
Yeah, and the Indian guy, I forget his name, the lion guy, faced some jobber, and then you had W. Morrissey come out after and put him through a table,
Mm.
and then Brian Myers. Yeah, he came out to attack Brian Myers. Brian Myers ran, and then he just put. Watch, we just ruined next week's Impact.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Probably that they're gonna split the footage in between two shows. We'll find
Uh,
we'll find out next week.
that'd be great. Maybe that's why there's so many matches not shown. Because that's 5 matches. That's pretty much a show.
Yeah.
Anyway, before we ruin anymore, just in case. Well, is there any more matches you want to talk about that
Mm,
we saw live?
no.
I don't think
Um.
there was. I mean,
I
besides the
I actually yeah. Still, dude, in row two, C3. Still waiting on my check. Still haven't received it for my beard, my shirt, and my
yeah,
signed
dude,
picture. I mean,
yeah, dude, you're
I'm sure you're, a honorable guy, and it's in the mail. I'm just letting you know I haven't received it yet. So, just,
yeah,
just
dude,
saying.
you're lucky we let you keep your seats. When the other two came and said that's our seats,
Yeah.
and you showed them your tickets for like the West
Oh,
that
I
that were
forgot about.
general admission.
Did any of that get caught on camera,
Nah, I don't even think I
or
heard the guy
or
saying
like even
that's my
audio?
seats.
Because that was like a
Nah,
that was a pretty loud fight. Like I'm sure that had to have been caught on the fucking mics.
they probably caught it, but I think they edited it out.
Uh,
They did a lot of editing on these, so like the match orders, everything, they were different. Like the Mickey James Sasha Steels. That was the first match live, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, besides before the Impact match.
Yeah, and
But
and the lumberjack match was the last match.
the main event.
Yeah.
And that was the main event. So yeah, they changed it up. Not complaining. I mean, it was a good show the way it was, in my opinion. But still, RTP was in the house, and we're gonna be in the house again, September 23rd.
Yep. We're gonna be back at the pay-per-view. It's gonna be my birthday. Well, it's not gonna be my birthday, but it's gonna be around my birthday. So I'm definitely gonna be going to that show. We'll definitely be there and see what pictures we get this time. And
Maria, wear something that covers your hair.
No, Maria, please, God, don't do that. Please don't. Oh, what does it matter?
Hey, Mike Bennett, Nerd is challenging you to a match at the pay-per-view.
Oh yeah, I'm down. I'm down. Winner gets Maria.
Your girlfriend. Or your wife, I'm sorry.
Winner gets Maria. Yeah, so I'm challenging you. That's it. It's official.
He is trained for a wrestler. He's trained.
All I gotta do is get my hands on him. I might be old and slow. All I gotta do is get my hands on him. All right. Anyway, so thank you guys so much for joining us again for another episode of the RTP Booze and Wrestle Chat podcast. This has been episode 8. Can't wait to see you guys back at episode 9. This is going to be your second reminder. Please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and please elbow drop that freaking little ring bell so you get every notification that we send out.
And
don't forget, please join our Discord. We got every freaking news you could possibly need. We got wrestling news from every news source. We got video game news. We got games you could play on the Discord. We got, the thoughts stopping by every once in a while. It's a good time, so please come and join our Discord. I'm going to go ahead and leave that link in the description for you guys to go ahead and join up.
And we're adding more stuff. We're not done.
Always adding stuff. Our script, I think I must have posted up like 9 reversed versions of my script because
I got that message like 10 times in one day.
News keeps coming. Once I get into it and once I keep finding stuff, and it turns into a thing. So it's the one-stop shop for everything you could possibly know. All the news, rumors, leaks, everything. So please swing by, have some fun, play some games, and join the community. We also got the WWE servers up for you to go ahead and post your usernames because we're going to be starting the RTP League soon. As soon as I eventually find time to actually play the game and actually start it, because I haven't even gotten freaking through the tutorial yet. But eventually,
probably in a month.
Yeah. Eventually, once. Yeah, we all got things going. Schedule's going to be changing a little bit, but it's only going to be for the better. So yeah.
One more thing. Don't forget, we are RTP's most must-see talk show, Booze and Wrestle Chat podcast. And on that note, too sweet. Booze up. Peace out.
Up.